Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is What If Naruto Unlocked Wood Style Part 3. I've fully woken up now. I'm not as sleepy as before. I was watching Boku no Hero Academia Season 3 because I need to finish that as well. I want to start making Boku no What Ifs. So, I hope you can all bear with me. I have been slowing down on What Ifs, especially new ones, but since I finished the 3 What Ifs I said I will finish, I will start finishing the new ones. So the full What Ifs parts that I will upload today. So part 2, I'm uploading a part 2 What If Naruto was in the Dollar Burst. This is What If Naruto was unlocked Wood Style Part 3. So in this What If I will cover the Sasuke retrieval arc. Well, in this part I will cover the Sasuke retrieval arc, the Gaara arc, also the Kakuzu fight, well, the Kakuzu fight and first fight and second one, and also I might cover the Itachi versus Sasuke, and then I will cover the maybe the Jiraiya when Jiraiya dies, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you all will enjoy this part, and please go join my Discord server as soon as we hit 100 subscribers. I will be uploading a Q&A. I will leave a Q&A channel up for a full day. You guys can ask me questions there, also on YouTube and Twitter if you go follow me on Twitter. And if you can't get me to 100 members, you can also get my two friends RATREET and Miniman123 to 200 subscribers, and I will be uploading and I will be still doing the Q&A, or I will make another chance of you guys getting this Q&A. If you guys can get me to 50 followers, I will be doing it. That one is much easier. I did hit 360 subscribers today. It's 3 p.m. I hope you I'm trying to make all the what ifs by around 6, so then I can focus on watching Boku no Hero today, and tomorrow I will be uploading another 4 videos because I love making videos. So let's get right into it. I've been talking for 2 minutes. So last time we left off with Jiraiya and Naruto coming back with Tsunade, and now Sasuke wakes up and he realizes how strong Naruto has gotten over these past few weeks, and he wants to show that he is stronger than Naruto, and they still have their fight on the rooftop, and Naruto doesn't want to do the Rasengan but is forced to anyways, and Kakashi does stop it, and the same thing happens when they fall into the water tanks. Sasuke thinks he's stronger because his hole, he makes a bigger hole, but then once he jumps off the roof, he sees that Naruto made a massive hole in the back of the water tank, and realizes that Naruto would have killed him there if he really tried to, especially because Naruto has wood style. He did hear about his wood style, and he is really jealous. So then Kakashi does tie him up to the tree, and the sound form do give him the opportunity to join, and Sasuke decides to join Orochimaru to get stronger. So he does still say goodbye to Sakura. Sakura wakes up a few minutes later and starts shouting. Naruto hears this because he was walking around just taking a walk, and Sakura tells them, and by the morning the Sasuke retrieval team is set up. It's the same team, so Naruto, Shikamaru, Choji, Neji, Kiba and Akamaru. So they all go, and the first fight is against what was his name? I forgot his name. It doesn't matter, he's irrelevant. So Choji stays back, and then one by one every single one of them stay back until Naruto is the only one left remaining, and he's fighting off Kimimaro. To be honest, Kimimaro has no chance against Naruto if he really tried, but Naruto wants to save chakra and he's not trying to consume too much, so he just does his wood style birth of birth of the seed of 100 trees, and also no, actually let's change it. He does the deep forest immersion. I forgot the name, I can't pronounce it properly, but he does that jutsu and changes the whole entire battlefield, and he makes pretty much a big forest. It is a lot of chakra, but it's not as much as he would need to beat Kimimaro, because he knows he can beat Kimimaro with his chakra, but he doesn't know Kimimaru's techniques and he doesn't want to risk anything. And then while he's trying to go, he sees Rock Lee coming and he asks Rock Lee what's he doing here, and Rock Lee did have his operation and says, I'm here to help you, and I'll take him on. And Naruto's like, are you sure about this? And Rock Lee's like, I have a secret technique. So he does still drink his sake, and Naruto heads off to fight off Sasuke. So this fight is completely changed. Naruto is not as tired, but let's say he has the same amount of chakra that he had in the original, so he wouldn't be able to beat Sasuke even with his wood style, because he can't really do that wood style deep emergence, deep forest jutsu, because then his chakra would run out and he wouldn't have enough to fight off Sasuke. But Sasuke does piss him off, and Naruto does have to go to his one-tailed form. He doesn't know how to use it yet, but he does go into it. He has some sense until he just completely loses it and starts fighting with a bit of bloodlust. And they do still have the Rasengan and Chidori clash with Sasuke in his Curse Mark 2 state, then Naruto in his one-tailed form, and Naruto does still lose because of his chakra loss. He would use different types of wood style jutsus, but they are too chakra consuming right now, and he still hasn't mastered every single one of them, so he couldn't really do it. So Naruto still loses, and everything is pretty much the same until he does still leave the village to go and train. And Naruto doesn't only train in his Rasengan training, but he also trains in mastering his wood style. So once he comes back 2.5 years later, Naruto's wood style is completely mastered, and he knows different kind of jutsus. Pretty much like he knows how to suppress the Nine Tails right now, but he still doesn't have the key because Jiraiya doesn't think he can still beat the Nine Tails. You never know what could happen, and if he loses, the Nine Tails will take over. So they do still need to go to that place, so that doesn't happen. And the next day, Naruto does find out about Gaara being captured, and Team 7 does head off. So Kakashi, Naruto, and Sakura do head off to help out the Sand Village, because Kankuro is injured and Sakura needs to heal him. So they do still meet Temari in the midway there, and they take Temari, they tell her everything, and Temari is in a rush, and Naruto's more in a rush because he knows that how Gaara felt, and he knows that they were basically brothers, even because they went through the same childhood, and he wants to save Gaara. So once they arrive to the Sand Village, a day later, Kankuro is healed by the antidote made by Sakura in a few hours, but they still have to find Gaara. So they do make that team again, so it's Naruto, Sakura, Kakashi, and Chiyo. So once they arrive to the, while they're searching for the cave where Gaara is with Sasori and Deidara, Team Guy is dispatched, and they do still fight their own clones. And Naruto is once they find Gaara, they see that he's dead, and Naruto is completely pissed, and he follows Deidara outside, and he's already in his one-tailed form, and he is going to lose control if Kakashi doesn't do something. But now we go back to Sakura and Chiyo. So they're fighting off what's his name? Oh, Sasori. And Sasori does have to come out of his shell, something like that, and he starts fighting with properly. And Chiyo does get the mother and father puppets out, and that kind of hurts Sasori by seeing his mother and father puppets again, because he made it since he missed them, and that kind of changes him a bit. But he still does have to get his third Kazekage puppet out, or he's going to lose, and then that gets destroyed. I was confused on how they were able to destroy him. It's the third Kazekage. He was considered as the strongest Kazekage ever to be the Kazekage. Sorry, I've been saying it so many times I got confused. So Naruto does still and now we skip back to Naruto once Sasori gets his 1000 clones out, 1000 puppets out, and Sakura and Chiyo are fighting off, and Sakura does still save Chiyo, and Chiyo uses the last antidote on her Sakura to save her, and Sakura's like, why Lady Chiyo, we might need it later on, and Chiyo's like, you're going to die if we don't use it now, and she understands. Sasori does still lose the same way with Chio, with allowing himself to get killed, and Naruto is suppressed. Well, Naruto's chakra cloak is suppressed, and Kakashi does use the Kamui on Deidara. So Deidara does still have to escape without Gaara, and Gaara is taken back to the border of the Sand Village, and Chio realizes that Naruto really loved Gaara as a brother, and she decided to give her own life for Gaara's, and Naruto helped with that, and they all had a moment of silence for Chio because they respected that she gave her life up for Gaara. I'm making this fast because I want to make more what ifs, and I want to watch this Boku no Hero Academia season 3. I'm only on episode 10. I still have 15 episodes to finish by today. Sorry for taking so quickly. I hope you all understand. And so now they all go back to the village and they are taking a rest, and while this is all happening, Asuma's team does still have to go up against Kakuzu and Hidan, who have captured the 2 and 3 tails, and they do still kill Asuma and they have to retreat. So Shikamaru still gets the habit of smoking, but Naruto does Takuno Jutsu him into stopping, and now Team 10 is dispatched with Kakashi. Kakashi does still have to fight them both at the same time at the beginning, but then Shikamaru tells Kakashi he'll take care of Hidan because he still has a grudge against him, and Kakashi's like, just be careful, and Shikamaru's like, I got this, and he goes off. By this time Naruto has mastered his Rasen Shuriken, and also he has learned a few more jutsus from Yamato, who Yamato really took a liking to Naruto because he realized that he can relate to Naruto for having wood style, but this Naruto has unlocked wood style naturally, and he realized that Naruto is like the first Hokage who actually unlocked it naturally and not through tests, subjects after test subject after test subject in the underground with Orochimaru and Danzo. So he's really impressed by Naruto being able to unlock it naturally, because it was pretty much impossible. People tried in the past but they couldn't. And so Naruto does still destroy Kakuzu, and then Sai and Sakura do still find Shikamaru being able to beat Hidan. And by the way, the Sasuke retrieval arc, like that little bridge arc, does still happen, and it's the same because Naruto lost too much chakra by using his full total state, so he couldn't do much. He couldn't use his wood styles or ninjutsu, and so whatever, we all know about that. And now we skip to Sasuke killing Orochimaru. He kills Orochimaru and takes Team Taka to go kill Itachi. So Itachi knows that Sasuke will be coming soon, and I actually didn't know how, but Kisame does still stop Team Taka and says only Sasuke is able. I will only allow Sasuke to go and fight Itachi, and Team Taka understands because then Sasuke glares at them and says, "This is between me and my brother," and they understand, and the fight still goes the same, except that Sasuke does still learn a bit more ninjutsu, and he does learn how to add combine fire style with the Kirin, and he does pretty much but of course Itachi uses the Yatamiro, and that's pretty much it for Itachi. And this is when Jiraiya decides to go and ask tell Tsunade that he's going to go and fight the Akatsuki leader, and he's going to get more intel about him. So that happens the same. Jiraiya does still die, but he does write the message, and Naruto deciphers it, and he decides that he needs to go and learn Sage Mode. And but while this is all happening, Sasuke is told about Itachi and what he had to do to save him and the village, and he is against Danzo and the village. So the Naruto is training for Sage Mode. This is where the biggest change happens. So Naruto is training for Sage Mode, and out of nowhere, his Sage Mode, once he masters Sage Mode, the Toad Sage Mode, his toad markings on the side of his eye are a blue color, and his eyes are not orange and they are blue, with the toad mark. And the the toad is like, what the hell? I've seen Minato master Sage mode, and his one was orange. What is this? And Naruto realizes. Naruto says, "Can I try a Sage jutsu?" And out of nowhere, Naruto summons the 1,000 arm golem jutsu OP thing that kind of destroys Madara. And they are all surprised. And Naruto says, "I knew it. This is not normal Toad Sage mode, but this is also Wood Style Sage mode. I've read a book about it, and I've heard that the first Hokage was able to use the Sage mode to beat Madara Uchiha." And they're all surprised because they knew about Madara's fight with the first Hokage, because they are pretty old and they know the history of the shinobi. And they are surprised that Naruto knows all this, and they are 100% sure that Naruto is will be able to destroy Pain. So while this is all happening, Pain does still attack the village, and the village is still destroyed and Naruto comes back. So Tsunade will be in her coma, and Naruto does fight all the Pains off by himself until the Diva Path pisses him off and he goes into his tail beast form, since Hinata does still try to save him. He did run out of chakra, just saying. And then the same things happen here. The Naruto kind of destroys him until Minato stops him from allowing the Ninetales out. And from here on out, he does still do the Takono Jutsu, and what's his name? Nagato still revives everyone and dies off. And so that's where I'm going to end it. And I'm sorry if this was really short and I didn't really go into in depth, but I want to make this really quick because I need to make another 2 what ifs. I'm sorry if you guys don't like 16-minute videos, but I promise you the next part is going to be around like 25 to 40 minutes long like usual. And I hope you all still enjoyed it. It was really fast. I've been talking really fast, but now I'm going to go edit this, and then once my what if Naruto had an Adola burst uploads, I will upload this one and start recording my next what if Naruto was in the Anbu. I promise you guys that what if is going to be amazing. I'm going to make it as long as I can. I won't be rushing through, so if I'm not going to upload it straight away. I'll be taking a break now for an hour or 2, and then after like a bit. So right now it's 3 at 5:28. I will be 5:20. I will be recording my what if, and maybe even earlier if I feel like it. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to fix the schedule for the weekends. So in the weekend I will be making 3 long what ifs, and one part of one of the what ifs will be short. But if I feel like making all of them long, I will, and if I feel like making 2 a bit shorter, I will. It's kind of hard to make what ifs, especially if you're talking for too long, and I am getting tired of talking for too long. No, I'm not getting don't get me wrong, I love making long what ifs, but right now it's because I really want to finish Boku no Hero Academia, and that is kind of stopping me from making long what ifs. But as soon as I finish it, I promise you that you guys are going to get what you guys want. So you can just ask for a long what if and I'll make it. If you want a short what if, I'll make it. And I will be making what if Naruto had half hot and half cold next, or maybe the Anbu what if next. I'm not sure which one's gonna come first, but you will find out. And also those are going to be longer parts, because I'm not going to be in a rush of watching an episode, because I stopped this episode halfway through, started recording. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking a bit longer so I can make it 20 minutes, but I'll stop now. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe, stay indoors, don't go out, and don't get coronavirus, please. I really hope you're all okay, all your families are fine, and please take care, and peace.